Hi everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood hanger hobbit here, and welcome aboard the Boomerang MK II. A little fun from down under. After Jane had me do that tutorial on turn and burn, I got bit by the boomer bug. Just don't expect me doing the Australian accents with this friggin' accent of mine. Not gonna happen. Oh, but what do we got here? It's a Stuka! Yeah, guess what, Stuka? Not gonna follow you in a dive. No. I learned flying the B-7A2. Fighters that chase down dive bombers in a dive? That's just stupid. No thank you, especially when I got all of this up here. Jeez, would you look at this? And I'm just gonna let you have a little spoiler right now. Good Lord, you know how I talk about USA teams? Oh, you're going to see a perfect example of USA stupid. Because good grief, this team's terrible. Oh, but hey, what can you do? Now, I heard Bohica talk about the Chika being like a bullfighter. Well, this is like a rodeo clown. What you got to do is deal with all these rampaging Brahma bulls that are all trying to charge at you, and if you're lucky, smack them on the hind flank when they whip past you. Oh, but look at them dots. Yeah, nope, that's not gonna work. Remember, as I said in my turn and burn, I got a solid rule. 2.5 is maximum for me, and there was 3 up there. Yeah, cause guess what? My team didn't climb. USA teams, are you shocked? I'm not. Oh, sorry about that 110, but you had to go. Yes. Do not like 110s. Them little guns can surprisingly take out your motors. Oh, thank you. Come again. I'm having a little bit of trouble here because I'm actually going too fast, which is hilarious in a boomerang. Oh, but you come here now. Just a little bit more. And oh my Lord. See what I mean? Did you just see what happened? For those that missed it, I had 3 of my own team dive on one guy and all of them face planted. Oh, excuse me. Coming through. Low bridge. Oh, thank you. Oh, Jesus. Oh man, the stupid knows no bounds. Good grief. What? Who is shooting me at the booty? A 112? Really? I got a bigger fish to fry, Mr. 112. I'll have to play with you later. I'm more worried about the 190 with those freaking MG 151s than your little behind. Yeah, you come back later. First, I gotta deal with this sucker. Oh, excuse me, low bridge. And here he comes again. Sorry, told you don't have time. Come here, Mr. 190. This'll be kill number 4, I think. I kind of lost track. Right now, I'm just mainly worried about keeping them off of my behind long enough to get something done. Second I get this crit, yeah, I got a break. Don't stay on one target too long. And right now my engine is just about roasted. Ooh, but there went that 190. 112, are you actually going to try to fight a boomerang in a slow fight? Really? Do you think that's smart? Because guess what? I can outslow you any day of the week. Yeah, don't try to do slow fights with turn and burners. Especially when you're in an energy fighter. That's not the smartest thing to do. See, my stall speed is much lower than yours. And as you'll notice, I'm not doing straight horizontals like he's doing. I'm doing ellipses. At the apex of his turn, I'm dropping that nose, keeping my speed at the same speed the whole time. And he's getting slower and slower. And now he's trying to figure it out, but yeah, guess what? Nope. Nope, not gonna work. Afraid not, Mr. 112. You shouldn't have tried to do a slow fight. Thank you. See, this is what happens when you get one of these kind of teams. I'm the last guy left. The only thing left is a frickin' bomber who's sitting on the runway. Surprise, surprise. Nothing more worthless than a USA bomber. And I have cooked my motor. I'm out of speed. And while I could probably take this yak in a turn fight if I wasn't roasted, with the wing damage and the tail damage and the friggin' engine being out of power, I'm pulling and I'm pulling, but you just don't have much more left. Yep, I'm afraid. Yep. Just didn't have the lift anymore. 5 kills, ace in a day, and my team did exactly jack with a side of squat. But hey, USA teams, are you really surprised? Are you really? 'Cause I know I'm not. Alright, now let me tell you a little bit about this bird. Now you remember how I said that I-15WS was a Frankenstein? Well, guess what? The Boomerang has got that one beat by leaps and bounds. We're talking about an Australian bird based on an American trainer designed by a German who worked in Japan with British guns that were brought back from North Africa. Jeez. Talk about a Frankenstein frickin' monster. For those that don't know the story, the Australians were in serious danger of being completely cut off from everybody by the Japanese. And they had a license to build the American NA-16 trainer, which is what they ended up basing the Whirlaway bomber on, which is a fun little bird. If you don't have it, yeah, it's a blast. But they knew that they were going to need a fighter, something that they could get up quick, build with what they've got, just in case they ended up completely cut off by the Japs. And it turned out there was an Austrian Jew in the internment camps because they were afraid he might be a spy. Turned out he'd worked for both Heinkel, Aichi, and Mitsubishi. Yeah, they couldn't have asked for a better plane designer. He had worked on pretty much everything they were going to possibly face. So, yeah, they grabbed his behind and said, "Hey, how'd you like to build us a fighter?" So what he ended up doing was taking the tail, the center, and the undercarriage from the Whirlaway, which of course was the NA-16, and then put a larger snoot on this thing so they could put a twin wasp from a Beaufighter in it. Yeah, talk about a Frankenstein monster. And then if that wasn't enough, they didn't have any cannons, so they put out the word that they needed some cannons desperately. And some soldier heard it, and turned out he brought back a Hispano as a souvenir from North Africa. And just plopped it in their lap. Here you go, I got a cannon. So he ended up copying the freaking Hispano and ended up making a better gun out of it than the ones the Brits were using at the time. Oh, and did I mention the guy also happened to have worked on the Zero? Yeah, so he knew all about the kind of Japanese fighters they were going to be facing and knew how to build a plane that would counter it. Yeah, and that's what you got here. Not a lot of top end, not great in a dive, but good Lord, can this thing turn and burn. Oh, excuse me. Now here's a part where you're going to get to see bullfighting. Because as you can see, I am completely surrounded. Look at all the trails. Yeah. All you can do in one of these kind of situations is you've got to bounce. See what I'm doing? The second I get past one, I'm going to the next one. Not locking on to anybody, not keeping my eyes on any one person. Because that's what you got to do when you're dealing with one of these kind of fights. Because as long as you can keep them turning and diving at you, you've got an advantage. Because you're not losing the speed that they are, and you can do stuff like that when they come around. Yeah. Oh, no. No, don't take head-ons, though. Head-ons bad. Oh, excuse me, Mr. 110. Excuse me, Mr. 109. Oh. Good Lord. You know, this is the only downside with this bird. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Well, besides, of course, spark spanos and the dreaded black frickin' puffs. So love that. Do love the 303s, though. But the problem is, it's so hard to get a decent team in this thing. If you get the Brits and the French, oh, you have such a great time. If you end up with one of those teams that's all Americans, oh, good Lord, the stupidity knows no bounds. Oh, but you come here, Mr. 109. I've got y'all spread out enough. I might actually be able to get you. You just stay up there. Give me a second. I'll come back around for you. There you are. How you doing? That's it. You done used up all your energy, hadn't you? Ooh, there's that pretty fire. Oh, quit yelling at me to cover you. Good Lord. Like I'm going to be able to catch him in this thing. Yeah, top speed, not happening. Somebody else will have to save your poor little behind, because my butt ain't going to be able to reach. Sorry, buddy. So let me check around here. Ooh, I got somebody under me. Hello there, Mr. 109. How you doing? I ain't letting you stay under there. You might try to pop up there and shoot me in the butt. Oh, see, you already got that flap ripped off. Yeah, you're not doing so hot. Oh, dang. But you know what I say, if it burns, you don't get a turn. Oh, hey, but I got the credit. Must have been that one I hit earlier. Oh, well, I'll take that. Hi, Mr. 110. You come here now. Oh, yeah. Now, for those that are wondering such things, 400-meter convergence, stealth everything. Oh, he tipped it over. Smack. Poor little sucker. Oh, hi. That's it. You just keep turning. Making me happy. I love it when 109s decide they can just turn with everybody. Yeah, you can turn against the Americans, but you're not going to turn with the fun from down under, buddy. Oh, low bridge. Excuse me. See, that F6F can't keep it straight in the turn. He's losing too much power. Me, on the other hand, I can keep this up all day. He got an assist. I'll take it. 3 kills and assist? Yeah, I'll take that. Now, let's go ahead and cut to the next part of the match, because I'm going to go back and get me some more DACA. Yeah, just going to pop me a few little ground targets on the way over, and then go get me a little repair, a little rearm. Because sadly, the cannons don't last very long in this thing. Especially with them being spark spanos. Whoa, what the? Ugh. Man, USA teams, they scare me. I don't like having them suckers behind me. I automatically think one of them's trying to shoot me in the butt. Yeah, I've seen so many of them TK each other the past few weeks. Frankly, I'd rather have the Germans behind me than the Americans. Now, let me catch you up to speed. See down there at the bottom left? Everybody on my team is dead except for that one F6F. So whether I live or not, I have got to keep this 109 away from that X6F. This is our last enemy fighter. All that's left is frickin' 111. And that F6F's a dang good pilot, but he got all of his ammo used up, and he got his gas tank completely blown out, taking out the 238. So he is completely helpless. He literally is gliding in. So I have got to keep this 109 away from the runway until his butt gets up. If I kill it, if I cripple it, fine. But no matter what, 109 needs to stay away from the runway. Yeah, because I've been that poor guy that's had to land that sucker with no motor, and that's not fun. That's not a good way to be. Oh. Boy, he took a chunk out of that wing. Oh. But at least he's not gone to the runway, and I've got to keep him off. I'm letting my teammate know that I've gotten a good smack here, and that he needs to get this sucker up as soon as possible. He's already gotten his repair, but you know what? The hell with it. I'm going for the head-on. Normally I say don't go for the head-ons, but when I wing this crippled, the only thing I can do is a dive away, which he would see my freaking buddy, and I can't let that happen. Oh! He got me, but man, I took a chunk out of him. Look at all the smoke. GG there, Mr. 109. Yeah. You may have got me, buddy, but you're on the other side of the map, and I don't think you're going to make it. Not with you spewing oil and water and having the wing crippled. And here's a bit of advice. You notice I'm telling my buddy here exactly what I hit on him. See? Tail shot, right wing shot, and he's leaking. Don't be greedy. Yes, I could not tell him what there and hope that I would get that kill, but I want to win. I'm more concerned about winning, and I don't want him pouring rounds into that guy's left wing when his right wing's already crippled, and he might end up evening out the damage and making the 109 fly better. Because I've seen that happen, and that's not good. Don't be an ass. Remember my golden rule. Don't be an ass. Help out your team whenever you can. Now let's speed this up a little bit, so you can go ahead and see the end of the match. Now what's left? One 109, which I've crippled, and an HE 111 that's barely above the tree tops. So that's what I'm letting my buddy in chat know, what he's looking at. Because don't want him focusing on the freaking bomber. Don't let that fighter get back to the freaking runway, buddy. And if he gets these two, he gets his ace. Just like I got my ace in that last match. So I'm rooting for the little guy. Come on, F6F. I don't care if I don't get that kill, buddy. Come on, you can get your ace. Come on, you can do it, pal. Bring us home. Give us a win. Oh, he's got to dive in. Yeah, 109's trying to run, but with that wing and that tail, he's not going to be running faster than this thing. Oh, hell no. Why are you shooting that early, though, dude? Seriously. What is it with the Americans firing too early? Poof. There's 4. Good job. Now, all he needs is that one more, and he gets his ace. No, wait a minute. He's already got his ace. This will be 6. Congratulations, buddy. Good going. It's so nice when you get a pilot like that, isn't it? Especially after that last match where I watched 3 of them literally lawn dart 2 inches from my face. And the rest of this team was complete trash, but at least there was one other guy that was doing good. That makes me happy. With all the terrible USA teams, you'd be surprised how much that makes me happy. And I'm sitting here trying to tell him where I spotted it last, Because I'm hoping it don't run to that base, because that'd be the last thing we bloody need, is have our last guy. And yep, I'm looking for a blind hunt, because I don't want that guy getting to the base. But turns out I didn't need to. And there he is, firing from 5 miles away again. Oh well, I don't suppose it matters. But hey, GG and congratulations to the F6F. Good job, buddy. So nice to not have a USA team that's completely worthless. Especially after the other matches. I had about 4 matches in this thing, and it was like, oh my lord. Guys lawn darting, guys taking head-ons with planes that had 50 cannons. Oh, let's see how we did. Knowing I'm not going to take first. Gaijin, what is with this bug? Yep, second place. I've had a lot of them where it just don't give me the little end thing for some reason. Oh, I got a prize. Is it going to suck? What do you think? Yeah, because Gaijin, you are so good at making it suck. Congratulations on making it suck. In fact, I'd probably drop dead of a heart attack if for once you didn't make it suck. Well, let's go ahead and jump into that last match, shall we? Now, I want to give a little shout out here to one of my longtime subscribers who I ran into in this match. IOJoy, or is that IOG? Sorry, dude, don't know exactly how to pronounce that. Anyway, he goes way back, and I've run into him in a couple of matches, and he's a dang good pilot. So it was dang nice having him here. And he's in a VB10 that's stock. So I give him extra credit. He offered to back me up. I'm like, dude, you're in a stock VB. Yeah, watch your own behind, because good Lord, you're going to be struggling. But man, did he come through. He kicked some serious booty. So thumbs up, buddy. And oh, look at this. This is so nice. 2 190s down low. Oh, it's like Christmas. Yes. Is it my birthday? Oh, you come here. And, of course, the Sparks Spano Sparks. Where's the other one? Coming up my butt. Yeah, I don't think so. Yep, thanks for warning me there, buddy, but I done spotted that sucker, and no, that's a big old pile of no. Don't want you on my behind. You got too much DACA. But you come here now, Mr. 190. Yes, that time them Spark Spanos worked. Yeah. And I do want to give a little apology to IOJoy, or IOG, however it's said, because I ended up killing one of his later in the match. It wasn't burning, so it didn't fall under my if it burns, you don't get a turn rule. But I had a 190 whip right in front of me, and I was like, ooh, bam. Didn't know that he'd already critted it. I offered to let him have the next one, but he was a great sport. And like I said, it wasn't burning, so technically it didn't follow under the burn and turn rule. But, you know, I don't like taking anybody's bird, especially if it was going to go down. But I didn't know. I'm in the middle of a turn battle with 15 guys, so... Oh, and there he goes taking one. Good job, buddy. Boy, he nailed that sucker quick, didn't he? Which, considering, again, that thing is stock, and the stock belts on that is trash. So, yeah, I got to give him his props, because, good Lord, I'm glad I'm in this, not in that. I've flown that. I don't want that. Yeah, you can keep that. I'll stay over here on this. Because, oh, yes. By the way, if you're wondering which one is the Mark II, it's the one where you have to buy the first one before you can get this one. And yeah, in real life, there was actually more speed, more agility. In this, you got a white booty. That's really the only difference. You got a white booty. Oh, fake that head-on. Like I said, fake head-on's good. Real head-on's bad. Oh, is he going to turn me? Oh, yes, he's going to turn me. Happy day, happy day. I love it when they turn. Oh, he got a little smart. He decided to pull up in the vertical. But you know what? Not gonna follow you. That's a mistake I see a whole lot of boomer pilots do. Do not follow into the vertical. That's not where your strength is. Oh, nope. Low bridge. Excuse me. You'll notice the only time I pull in the vertical is like this. Just do a quick little flip over and then I'm right back in the horizontal. Oh, but you come here. Thank you. I appreciate. Whoa, jeez. Low bridge. But yeah, don't pull this in the vertical. Energy retention in the vertical, yeah, 109's going to spank you hard. Keep this baby in the horizontal. And these little small maps like Normandy and Tunisia, which normally give the Allies just heart attacks, as you saw with my H match, these things are great for the boomers. I mean, they are just top notch on the boomerangs. And the reason is because you don't need that much altitude. Most of the time, I rarely climb this thing above 3,000 meters. Because its strength is not dive. You dive too hard on this thing, you get about 520, 530. This thing feels like an IL-2. Yeah, don't go for deep dives and deep slashing attacks with this thing. What you want to do is keep it in the horizontal, get them to take a slash at you, then you just flip that sucker over and give them a smack. Now this is something you're going to have to get used to with the boomerangs. Because, yeah, see where the enemy is? They're above me. And a lot of times that will cause players to panic. And if you were, like I said with the turn and burn video, if you were in an energy fighter or a boom and zoomer, panic mode engaged. This, you want them above you. I know it doesn't feel right. I know it'll make you nervous as hell. But you want them above you. Why? Because you want them to dive, get frustrated, and then try to turn you. That's when you get their butts. Frustration is the name of the game with a boomerang. Because believe me, nothing will tick off them 110s and 109s and 190s than to try to do a perfect dive and you keep juking to where they just can't quite get the guns on target. It'll make them want to pull their freaking hair out. So you can see I'm sitting here directly under that 110, just being tasty bait. Come on, buddy, look at me. I'm all slow. Yeah. And see what happened? He dove on me. I did a quick juke. He can't follow me. So yeah, he just gave up all that altitude. And now he's down here with us, right where I want him. Oh, hello there, Mr. 109. Oh, no, there's that 110. You gotta prioritize. And yeah, 109 was getting swarmed. 110's over here by himself. Where's my VB buddy? Oh, he's way back there dealing with a 190 of his own. So it's just me and Mr. 110. How you doing, Mr. 110? Oh, and I apologize that this is a little long, but honestly, I could sit here for an hour and a half, 2 hours with boomerang footage because this thing is it's just so fun. Even when I get teams that make me just want to slap my head at the stupidity, I don't care. This thing is just a joy to fly. Oh, he getting frustrated. Yep, that's what I said. He getting frustrated. Nope, not gonna take your head on, buddy. Do my little half loop, flip her over. Oh, jeez, man. Had to try to take a head on there, didn't you? Good grief. He goes smack and splat. Now I'm going to speed it up here just a second because boomerangs don't get anywhere fast. But you'll notice my entire team is having to RTB. They're all either out of ammo or they're out of gas. Guess what? Look over there on the left. I got plenty of both. That is one of the great things about the boomerangs. Unlike the Spitfires, which, as you know, when you kick on the whip will just blow through your gas. Yeah, you could whip all day in this thing. You're not going to run out of gas. And with 4,000 freaking rounds of MG goodness, you can spray and pray and spray and pray. You're not going to run out of ammo either. Just think of the cannons as a nice little bonus. Now all that's left is one guy. Nobody knows what it is or where it is. So I'm using this time to just do a little slight climbing and... Oh, hello there. Hi, Mr. 109. You saw me climbing and thought I was easy target, didn't you? Oh, yeah. That's so... Oh, is he going to? Oh, yes. Pull it up there in the vertical. Please do. I so appreciate that. Because, yeah, I'm not nearly as slow as you thought I was there, buddy. Yeah, I don't put this thing into sharp climbs. Yeah. I think you made a mistake. Yes, you did make a mistake. Oh, doesn't that feel so nice when you get that final kill? Doesn't that make you feel all warm and fuzzy? And look, there's more than one person on my team left alive. On a USA team. Of course, we had a lot of Frenchies and a lot of Brits, but still, it's an allied team. Oh, first place, 3 kills? Heck yeah, I'll take that. Especially having fun with one of my subs? Hell yeah, I'll take that in a New York minute. Yeah, didn't pay too bad. This thing's not for pay, though. This thing's for funsies. So what do I think about this bird? Buy it. Yeah, you can just buy the Mark 1, but honestly, these things are so fun. If they had 5 of them in the game, I would probably buy all 5. They're just so damn fun. Yeah, you're not going to climb real great, but so what? Don't bother. Just freaking get up to about 3,000 and go Toro at those enemies and then have yourself a blast. Because even in those matches like that first one where I got completely swarmed, I was still having fun. Well, be sure to like and share, and I hope to see you up there in the clouds. Have a good one, y'all.